It's a party platter of upcoming games with your pick of flavor. We live our food truck adventure fantasies thanks to the Dosa Divas demo, and we check out the latest Nintendo Partner Direct. Whether you're salty or sweet, sour or spicy, there's something for everyone. Bon appetit!
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I'm the host of this show. This is episode number 528. Joining me around this digital table is Catherine. Hi, Kat.
Hello.
And we've also got the newest puppy owner, Joelle.
Hello, yes. Bleary-eyed and full of chew toys.
Nice. Love it. We're going to catch in with all the puppy antics here shortly. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. I'd like to remind you that if you enjoy this show, you can subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. And if you'd like to support us, you can do that by buying us coffee or giving us a tip at our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/girlsongames. I mean, I had to get through that intro really quick because I just want to hear about Ripley, the newest member of the four-legged GOG family.
Yes, so Ripley the Beauceron. So we picked her up very early on Sunday morning. We picked her up. We had to leave to pick her up from my cousin's house in Illinois at 6:15 in the morning. So we got her and we had her in the car the whole 6.5-hour drive home, basically like on my lap most of the time. So, and yeah, she's been a wonderful little fur monster ever since. So, she's a really good girl. She's super cute. Her paws are huge. So sometimes, like, she tries to get something and her paws are just so big, she, like, flaps it away. So she, like, chases it because she, like an awkward teenager almost of just, like, I can't control, like, my limbs. She's 9 weeks old. So she loves to chew. And she does pretty good of, like, leaving it and, but, you know, you just gotta watch her the whole time. She hated her crate. So we had to get her used to her crate. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes. And so, but she's a good girl. She's super good. She has the funnest tail. Like her tail wags are like very like smooth.
Oh, look at her go.
Yeah. And so, like her tail wags are very smooth. And, she doesn't really bark, you know, not too much yet, but she'll kind of, I guess Beaucerons are kind of known for like making noises of just like poof, like blowing out air or like kind of just like growling a little bit. So
Yeah.
She's got a pretty hefty bark. So when she barks, she's there. And yeah, she's a super good girl. She's very curious and oh my gosh.
There you go.
Hey.
This is what happens when they get puppies in the house.
Oh my gosh. She also likes to bring her food dish out of her thing because she thinks
of course
that's gonna do something.
The vessel that contains all the good stuff.
She has a little stick right there.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh my god.
I know, she
super
takes her
cute.
bowl out. So anyway, so like this is what it's been like. I'm trying to work and she's like biting my finger and I'm leading a meeting and all of a sudden I'm just like, ow! She's like biting me. So and then I show people photos of like what's happening. And they're like, oh, okay. So
amazing.
But, yeah, she's pretty fun and she's pretty cute. When she gets tired though, she just like will sit there, like she'll stand there. And then she'll just like totally flop over. Like she won't like lay down and try to settle. She'll just like boom.
Yeah, their body they just let their body go.
Yeah, like
they don't
instant sleep. So, but yeah, she's
speaking
pretty
of
fun.
sleep. Have mommy and daddy gotten any sleep?
Not a whole lot. No, we we're getting her used to her crate because she hates her crate. So we've been doing some crate training, which has helped a ton. Like, she's much better now. Um, so we still, like, one of us gets up at midnight to take her out, and then we're trying to go to, like, 5:30 to, like, take her out again because I can get up because I start work fairly early, so I don't mind, like, getting up and taking her out. So we're trying to, like, keep her. The thing is, though, is that, like, we have a lot of stairs in our townhouse, and so that's kind of hard because her crate is in the bedroom on the 3rd floor. So you, like, gotta go down all 2 floors to, like, let her out. And, so she gets out, and then when we carry her down, but then, like, it's, like, so long, so when we get back up, she's, like, awake then. So we're gonna try to find a way to, like, have her. I did buy, like, a little pee, like, grass thing so that maybe in the middle of the night we can just, like, set her on that because she's used to being set in a litter box and then going potty and then going right back in the crate. So we're gonna try that a little bit. So maybe
Do you have a balcony?
Yeah, we have a porch. So I think I was gonna put it out on the porch.
Just so she knows the, like, going outside part.
Yeah, the going outside part. Yeah. So I think we're gonna try that for in the intermediate because it's she can't, like, see the door outside, so it's really hard for us to know if she, like, wants to go out or needs to go out because she doesn't quite know, like, those 2 things yet. So
Yep.
but yeah, I think we'll get there. We'll all get there, but it's pretty fun, and it's so also I have, like, a small taste of, like, the pet parent judgment already. Because we've taken her out to, like, pet stores, like a puppy store. We took her out, and we went somewhere else with her too, just to, like, get her out, and people it's amazing to me how some people just think that they can just say whatever they want about what you're doing and what you're doing wrong, and I'm just like, this is so funny. Because, like, we're not gonna put a harness on her. We're gonna
Like, when you say a harness, do you mean, like, the body thing or a muzzle thing?
Yeah, like a body thing.
The body.
So we're just gonna have a collar. We're just gonna have a collar on her. Because it's easier to train for walking.
Okay.
Typically. And we did some research on this, and also with the breed, and it's better for them to have a collar. And so when we were in the pet store, we had a few people be like, "Are you gonna put a harness on her? Are you shopping for harnesses?" And we were like, "No." They're like, "Well, are you gonna?" We're like, "No." and then they went into their PhD thesis
Their
on, like,
diatribe
why we have to wear a harness. And then she has her ears cropped because, like, that's what the breeder wants to do. She crops all of their ears.
Yeah.
Some of her dogs are working dogs, and it's actually safer for them to have their ears cropped. And we got her also later. Like, we got her kind of as, like, a leftover puppy. And so people then are like, that's so sad that, like, that had to happen. And I'm just like, well, like, this is how it is. Like, this is how it is. And also, like, this isn't your dog. Like, it's not your dog. Like, you don't have to look at her after today. Like, it's fine. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, like, I feel like it's fine to have your personal opinions about it. And, like, if you don't like it, that's okay. Like, I understand, like, why. But I'm also like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like,
I'm confused about the harness thing, though. Like, mind you, I haven't had a dog, like, in years, but we always just put collars on our dogs.
Yeah.
And then taught them not to pull.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can, though. Like, Gibson will just run, so he's got something on it, so I can hold on to him better too. Because he's strong. That's the thing, is if he wants to go, he will go, and his neck is the strongest part of him, right? So,
So is that what the harness is for? Is to, like,
the one that I have is particular to make it easier for them, like, easier to walk with them, because he can't bolt because his legs will go all kind of funny. Like, I don't know, it makes it harder for them to walk, right? So, but he doesn't care. He'll start running anyway. And it all depends on, like, the different way that different dogs learn different ways. And I bet you if we had more time to go to the trainer, then things would be different. He probably also wouldn't jump up on people. But at the same time, like, these are things that, like, even Bowie took a long time to learn. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm not Yeah, I'm not stressed out about it. Well, do whatever works for you
Well,
and works for the dog, right?
yeah, and
Like,
it's they say it can cause like strangulation and like mostly for the thyroid gland and
Mm.
trachea. So especially like this lady, she was just like, well, as a puppy, like their trachea and thyroid gland are going and pulling and stuff. And I think again, it depends on the breed and it depends on their physical features.
mhm.
Um,
Not
and
all
so
dogs are pullers, though.
That too,
no,
right?
yeah, yeah. So
Gibson
I
only
think,
started to be a puller later. Like in the beginning, he was
hmm
just like just looking at whatever and doing whatever, and just like he wasn't big enough to pull.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. So Ryan was like pretty against um the harness,
Mm.
and so I was just like, okay, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, like we'll train
Also,
around.
it's not the life is not a video game. Like if the collar doesn't work, you can go buy a harness, and if the
Yeah.
harness at one point doesn't work anymore, you can go back to the
Or
collar.
get a halty or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and so many different dogs, like depending on the temperament of the dog too. Like some of them need to have choke collars.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
I dog sat a dog for quite a while, like over a number of years, and like he had to have a choke collar on, otherwise he would be a huge danger to other dogs and himself. Like
Mhm.
he needed to have that on to help like keep him calm and restrained. Otherwise, you would never take him for a walk. And it's like that's not fair to that dog. And so
Mm-mm.
it's just kind of like I
yeah.
don't know.
I remember my mom's labs, like the last 2 dogs she had. And one of them was a retired like breeder dog. Because my mom was pretty friendly with a breeder out in Ottawa. And essentially, like once their dogs were like retired and they were doing like getting the ribbons and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, and especially the female, once they've had like their their 2 litters of puppies, like they would find like houses for them to just chill. They'd get neutered and then they would be put in a house to chill. My mom was one of those houses. And like when the breeder was like, okay, this is what you do to walk, like this dog was highly trained. Like this was a show dog. He put a
Mhm.
choker on her and be like, you put this, here's her collar, here's her choker, here's how you do it. You put this and you take her out for a walk. I'm like, that dog never pulled. But
Mhm.
the breeder said put the choker on. And I was like, say less, I guess.
But
I
maybe
don't know.
that's why it doesn't pull.
I don't know.
Because he learned.
I've walked her without it. I've forgotten it a few times.
Yeah.
She never pulled. Maybe it was just a comfort thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like
Yeah.
something they had to do to go to these shows and they just kind of like kept it going. I don't
Mhm.
know. That dog had no interest in running
Mhm.
ever. So
Ever.
Oh,
she was lazy
mama.
as fuck.
Wish my dog was.
Yeah, but so I don't know. Like sometimes it's just like they have to do it. Sometimes it's just protocol, I guess, in this case.
Mm.
I don't know. That dog was a great dog. She eventually had to, unfortunately, my mom had to give her back. Because like they're placed, but they remain property of the breeder.
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom was like, I'm moving to Montreal in a tiny apartment. And that dog hated small spaces. So after my dad passed away and everything, my mom was like, I'm upheaving my life. I don't know if I should bring the dog. And the breeder was like, we'll just take her back.
Mm.
And she went to some other house. And they also put a choker on her. And I don't know why, but it was a thing we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people judged people for doing it. I was just like, this is not my dog. I'm just following protocol here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just interesting how like people just were like, I'm going to share all my opinions and try to like
With a stranger.
They
and
do
like
that
make you
for
feel
kids
bad.
as
They
well.
do
That's
that.
what I
They do that
feel.
for kids.
Yeah,
they do
I'm
that
like,
for women who are
like, holy
of a
cow.
certain age and unmarried or married or decide
Oh,
not
I
to have
know,
kids
I know.
or whatever.
I think
People just need to put their 2 cents in.
it was just so funny because I think Ryan and I have decided now that we're gonna actually like try to bait them and go harder. So like when they're like, oh, you're not gonna like, you don't want to put a harness on your dog? No, because we don't really care about her health that much. So we're just gonna keep a collar. And we're just gonna dig in, and we're just gonna be like, nah, we don't really want her to live that long anyway. So like, it's fine if she has thyroid issues. Like, we're just gonna totally like go ham, like go hard, and just be like,
Oh
'cause
my
we're like,
God. Wear a
it's none of
body
your,
cam when you
it's
do.
my goodness, like it's none of your business. Like,
That's a YouTube strategy right there.
Oh yeah. Just TikToks there. My
Like-
favorite thing for like unsolicited opinions is basically just look at people like, don't you think this? And I just go with them like straight up without losing eye contact. Just go, no, I don't.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, Ryan was just like, no, and she like her face was like, what? And we're like, no.
People are not used to, but we've gotten so nice. People are not used to know anymore. When people are
I'm just like, no,
don't you think you're a bit underdressed for the weather? No.
no.
Keep walking. Don't you think you should put a harness on that dog? No. Keep pushing the
No.
cart.
Yeah, no. It's just like,
Oh my
get out-
God.
it's like, get out of here.
That's
So I don't know.
funny.
But so it's just been, I'm just like, oh, well, this is gonna be fun. Just like, all right.
Oh my cat, what'd you get up to this week?
Listen, I'm on vacation this week.
Oh,
Good for
And
you.
it's what I'm calling my face plant week.
Oh, that sounds
because-
amazing.
because it
jealous.
was go before Christmas. Then I got
Yeah.
2 weeks off at Christmas where I was sick
Right.
as a dog, if you remember. And then I came back to work and it's been go. And I submitted my last change list on Friday at 4:30. And it's like I integrated this new thing I have to do, and then I documented it till the programmer knows what to do. And I was just like, here you go. See you Tuesday in a week and a half. And then I looked at my inbox and I was like, oh yeah, I had to like do its eval season, like our our annual eval
Yep,
stuff.
same with us.
Yeah. I had done my self eval, but then I had I had to give feedback on all my colleagues. And usually it's like you give a list to your manager, then your manager sends you stuff. And I have the usual suspects, my direct colleagues, the programmers, the other artists, the dev tester.
Mhm.
But when you start to do certain features, I worked with an online programmer. It was the first time I was paired up with this guy on a feature. So he was like, so his manager sent me a rating and I was like, I get, then I went back to my boss. I'm like, I guess he could rate me. And she was like, absolutely. And it's just like, it was all. So on Friday, I just looked at my inbox and I had pinned all of these emails and I was like, I have 10 of these. Holy shit. There was not a lot of love. Like my direct colleagues, I was like, still good. We've been working together like 4 or 5 years. It's like still good. And I was like, all right, this is the first time I worked with this game designer. This is the first time I worked with this online. I was like, actually stop and think and do good feedback and stuff like that. And then I powered through everything else. And I was like, I am so sorry. I did that shit in 30 minutes. Logged off at 5:15, and I was just like, ugh. So I don't have a lot of plans for this week.
Yeah.
Other than face planting and finishing my Baldur's Gate 3 run. And today was glorious. I got up, I don't know, around 8:30, which is not that late in the grand scheme of things. Pretty late for me. Had breakfast, played some Baldur's Gate. Then I went to Canadian Tire to run some errands and came back and spent the entire afternoon playing Baldur's Gate. And I was like, this is amazing. And then I did a little laundry to keep it productive. But yeah, I just need a face plant week. And then my friend texted me and she's like, yo, on Friday I have to go to Ottawa for work. And I was like, rip. But she's like, our mutual friend is available. We could hang out at her place over the weekend. I was like, now you're talking. So Friday afternoon, gonna take the train into Ottawa because she was like, you can come in with me. I'm like, but what are you doing Friday all day? And what is she doing Friday all day? And they're like, we're both working. And I was like, cool story. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll go in later.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have remote work if I weren't off. So I was like, would it be possible to pick me up at the train station if I come in around dinner time? And they were like, yes. So gonna do a little quick weekend in Ottawa.
That'll be nice.
It's gonna be a very, very quiet week for me. I do have a bit of a to-do list, a honey-do list for stuff around the house, for stuff for Girls on Games and stuff like that. But I put no pressure into getting these things done. I'm taking at least tomorrow pretty much off. And then I'll see if I get into the groove of things and get some stuff done. But I'm trying to mostly just rest. Mostly, I fucking need it. I am about to hit a wall.
Yeah. That's the thing. Come back after Christmas. It was kind of full tilt right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like even me this week. Like I'm trying to think, what did I do? I essentially, Olympics started, which you guys know that I love, but at the same time, because work, we were covering the Olympic opening ceremonies for social. But mind you, not really much happened. I mean, Mariah was there. She sang in Italian, and Andrea Bocelli. But besides that, there wasn't really much else for us to cover there. But then I was also helping out with the Super Bowl that happened yesterday. So it was just like all work all week and then just power through like, the normal kind of stuff that you need to do on the weekend. It was a different kind of a week and also meant that I didn't really play many video games too. So once we get to that part of the podcast, that's going to be interesting because I'm not going to have a lot to talk about. I'm hoping though this weekend I will though because it's a long weekend. Let's get into the Fantasy Critic real quick. Get your updates. We're still in the beginning of the year. So what does that mean on the podcast league? Well, we did have one game release. It was on Joelle's list. Neo 3. You got a critic of 85, points of 15. There were no bids and no drops. So where do we stand on this league? I'm pretty sure Joelle's in first. Joelle is in first because she's had one game release. That is our first game on the list.
Yep. Things are a bit slower at the podcast league.
What can you do? Okay, over to the community league. Way more stuff happening. When it came to game releases, Neo 3 released. It was on Kat's list in this one. Critic of 85, points of 15. We also had Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined release. That was on my list. Critic of 85, points of 15. And then a game called Hermit and Pig. Critic of 88, points of 18. That was on Jessica Starr's list. I had not heard about this game. It sounds like Hermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Is that what it's about? Because if it's not, Jim Henson's people should have these people. Is that what this game is?
A copyright safe?
Yeah.
No, it's an old man and a pig.
Oh, Hermit and Pig. Okay. So it's not Kermit. Maybe that's where they're doing it, but it does sound like that.
Yeah, story-rich turn-based RPG where you fend off walled assailants, forage mushrooms, survive social anxiety, and stumble into corporate ... Gotta click on the link. Stumble into...
What a weird way to end that.
Oh my god, it feels very Stardew Valley, but old man with
interesting.
Listen,
instead of old man in the sea, it's old man and the pig.
Yep. Also, it reviewed better than Neo 3. So.
I know. So maybe we might have to play that game. On the bids front, oh my gosh, guys, there's always so much action in this league. The 7 Deadly Sins Cola Origin was bid on by a bunch of people. It was won by Wheelie Wonka and the Wheels Factory. That's Fred with a bid of $5. NJK tried to buy it with a bid of $1, but was outbid. Little Gator Game, in the Dark, was won by Margot with a bid of $5. Fred also tried to bid on that. He did not get it. It was lost on tiebreakers, so he must have bid afterwards because he also bid $5. Killin', the game that we saw a few weeks ago at the Xbox Developer Direct that's about making pottery and then sending them to get smashed and pour water on things. That was won by NJK with a bid of $18. Woo!
Big spender.
Big spender. Jessica Starr tried to buy it but was outbid. She only bid $4. Danganronpa 2x2 or 2 by 2 or 2 multiplied by 2. Who knows? But 2 lower x 2. Do you guys know what how should this name should be?
I would say do 2 by 2.
2 by 2? Okay.
Like a piece of wood?
Okay.
I've done too many renovations. No, I Googled it and it says pronounced 2 by 2.
Okay, there we go. That was won by Fred with a bid of $10, and JK tried to get it with $1, was outbid. EA Sports College Football 27 was won by NJK with a bid of $2. Joelle tried to buy it with a bid of $1. Sorry, Joelle, you were outbid.
God damn it.
Hella won by Margot with a bid of $8. Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4.
Wow. Kingdom Hearts 4? That can't be right.
It literally says Kingdom Hearts 4.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
Is that like a get? Like that?
That's
we
a
have
rumor
no
title.
announcement. That's a rumor. It has to be a rumor title.
Yeah.
NJK won that with a bid of $1, and Airborne Empire also won by NJK with a bid of $2. When we get to the Fantasy League, we have Jessica Starr in first, then Margot, then Ross, then myself, then Kat, then Phoenix, then Stainsby, Kingsby. Everybody else doesn't have a game release yet. That's where we are.
So, correction, apparently they're remaking Kingdom Hearts 4.
What?
A rumor is that Squeenix is planning a Kingdom Hearts remake for 2027. Really?
Wouldn't they remake all the other ones first?
Yeah, I didn't realize 4 was already out. I thought it stopped at 3.
No, it's pretty... Are we
Kingdom
really going
Hearts
to... Wait,
4
hold
is
on,
an
hold on.
upcoming action role-playing game.
Are we really going to go down the Kingdom Hearts rabbit hole? Are we
No,
ready
we
for
can't.
this?
We can't.
Are your
We have to
bodies
close
ready?
it.
We have to close
We
this
can't
door?
close
We can't. Okay. I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified.
But essentially, Kingdom Hearts 4 would be an upcoming title.
Okay.
And if they remake, it would be 1, 2, or 3. Or 3.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, yes. So, the what I have, though, is a remake, but that can't be right. So, yeah, I think it is it's officially development by Square Enix that will start a new story arc.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
I've
the
got
next
the
GTA
Express.
6. Just gonna wait on it for years,
That's
and it's
right.
gonna get
That's
pushed
right.
back. And
Okay, so Gaming Bolt is saying Kingdom Hearts remake rumor is apparently fake.
Yes.
And then Express Tribune say Kingdom Hearts remake and Kingdom Hearts 4 is tipped for 2027. But that one was before the one about the calling it fake. Nate the Hate says notable insiders say Kingdom Hearts remake is fake. I mean, like, if they're gonna remake it, they have to do the first one.
This is the first one.
Like, do the first one. They're gonna remake anything. That would make the most sense.
that must be locked hard with Disney. Like that must be a hard license to just.
I would imagine it
I
would
would
be
think
really
so.
challenging
Yeah.
to redo.
Yeah.
And then they'd have to figure
Redo
out
it.
the timeline.
Yeah.
And that's
What?
where Leah
Do
becomes
they?
that meme with like
Do they?
the math coming around and then her head explodes. Yeah.
I don't
Do
think they
even
do.
the people at people at Square Enix that worked on the games know their own timeline at this
I
point?
don't know.
Or
They
are
don't
just
care.
like
Someone needs the Venn diagram. You need like it turns into one of those like maps or suspect things at the precinct where you got like the threads kind of going from one point to another.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Charlie Day when in It's Always Sunny
Yeah.
in California.
Yes.
And no, It's Always
Philadelphia?
Sunny in
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Thank you. I was like, which American city
But
is
it
this?
is also sunny in California most of the time.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's talk about what everybody's playing. I didn't play much this week. I watched lots of stuff when I was kind of, through social and YouTube or whatever, but I didn't really play anything. Kat, you said Baldur's Gate. How much longer do you think you have?
Oh, probably 10, 15 hours.
Okay.
I just walked into I started the 3rd chapter when you're in Baldur's Gate. People are trying to make deals with me. Deals with the devil. Some of them are just evil. Some of them are actual devil. If you know the story, you know Raphael is a fucking plague. But like Dark Urges, I'm starting to see why I have them, who I am, and what to do about them. I also, when the emperor is like, do you want to be a bit of a nilithid? I said yes, and now I can fly. I'm having really a lot of fun not overthinking my choices and just being like, fuck yeah. Because I already did my quote unquote canon run or perfect or whatever. My first run where I did like all the choices. This time around, I'm just like, somebody offers you a bit of drugs at the party and you say yes, is basically my Baldur's Gate 3
Oh
run.
my God.
Amazing.
I'm just like, what's gonna happen? I'm a giant drow that solves problems with my fists. So, and now I have like psychic powers and the attention of the god of murder, and I'm just like, this is gonna go great, guys. I am so gonna save this.
Love it.
But other than that, shout out to Papa Genta because I got to play the Dosa Diva demo.
Ooh, right.
Yeah, so it's been teased at Wholesome Snacks. It's by Outer Loop Games. They did something Falcon Trainer game. I forget.
Oh yeah,
It
the
was
VR one. I played that.
Yeah. I didn't because VR, but they did Thirsty Suitors, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Thirsty Suitor was like stupid fun. Really good game with a lot of like cooking mechanic and showing the culture through food. Dosa Divas has a lot of that. So if you're not familiar, a dosa is a South Asian crepe. You get that a lot in the south of India. It's like a fermented lentil type of dough, and it can be sweet, it can be savory. It's a base for everything, just like any good crepe. And the story is you are two sisters with your mecha robotic food truck called Goddess. And you come back to your hometown to talk to your parents, and you find out that your third sister started a corporation called Lena Meals, and people stopped cooking. And she's gone super power hungry and is trying to siphon all the fish out of a small village, probably because of Lena Meals. And you've got turn-based combats where you fight her legal team. Literally. You're hitting lawyers with your cooking pans. It's amazing. It's the same kind of surrealism you saw in Thirsty Suitors. Like Thirsty Suitor had a base of like reality. It's just this woman moving back in with her parents after a bad breakup and having to figure out her life. And it's just like the fighting and the superpowers is more like a metaphor type thing. In this case, like this is like a completely like fantasy setting. Like it's just, they're just having fun with it. You just have to buy into the world, right? And everything is super like South Asian. Very much inspired by that. A lot of what we saw in Thirsty Suitors. But in terms of mechanics, very similar to what you saw in Thirsty Suitors. It's a turn-based combat with skills, base attacks, items. You can cook dosas to get to heal or to get boosts. And you've got like quick time events so that you can avoid damage, block damage, or like when you attack, make more damage, make extra attack. And you know how in Pokemon sometimes you get a match sets or whatever. In this type, you gotta if you match the type of attack, and it's based on flavors like sweet, sour, savory, spicy. And depending on the enemy, if you hit them enough with a flavor they like, they're going to become stuffed, like they ate too much, and then they can take more damage. Stuff like that. So, no,
that's what I feel.
Yeah.
I've eaten too much and I'm on the couch and I'm like, oh, don't hit me now.
And you have the three characters. So you have the Goddess, the food truck, the mech food truck is basically a tank. You have one of the sisters, which is a fighter, and then one of the sisters, which is a spirit mage. Or like special attacks based. The leveling system is very similar to what was in Thirsty Suitor. like in Thirsty Suitor, you have a cooking mechanic, but the cooking mechanic is much simpler. In Thirsty Suitors, it was mostly about like learning actual real recipes you could do in the real world. In this one, it's more like you're making dosas with a few like mini games.
Mm.
I think it's because like in Thirsty Suitors, like the learning the recipes, the cooking was part of the story. This is more like a gameplay mechanic because like you're literally walking around the world in a mechanized food truck. So it's about like getting stuff out quick. Um, yeah. The demo's about an hour. It's mostly the like I guess the first part, like a lot of the tutorial part. You go around and you pick up ingredients. And with the ingredients, you can make different types of dosas. Once you've learned a recipe, you can kind of like just make it. And you can go around the world. Some people will be like, can you help me? I'm so hungry. If I were not so hungry, I would fix this bridge for you. And then you got to figure out what kind of dosa they would like. And if you have the ingredients and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's basically a story of reliance on processed foods and corporations and that loss of independence and confidence and self-reliance, I'm guessing, and the power of like small business and community and all that jazz.
That got deep real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whoa, like there's heart and morals to this.
I mean, Stardew Valley was never about just the fucking farm, you know? Like,
No,
but that's what I want to believe.
What do you mean my entertainment needs to bring a message?
What
do you mean? I need to learn media literacy.
I'm living in the message right now. Give me farming.
But yeah, like Thirsty Suitors, it's very colorful.
It's beautiful looking.
It's really cool looking.
Yeah.
As colorful as it is, it doesn't give me motion sickness.
Oh, good.
Sick. That's
yeah.
good.
Thirsty Suitors was you had a mechanic because she was a skater, so you would have skateboarding stuff, and that would sometimes kind of like when it's like a very flat, brightly colored 2D world. Sometimes that triggers my motion sickness. This one is more like side scrolly. So it's mostly based on like it feels very much like those classics like RPGs. A bit like a Sea of Stars is trying to bring back. So it's more like side scrolly with the turn-based combat and the cooking mechanic. So it's it's much easier on the motion sickness. It's beautiful. The music is super chill. I really like it. And it's nice to see stuff like how like always culture is an inspiration, it's a background, it's a setting. I feel like East Asia you don't see as much. Like we always see like more like Japan or China, or like we're either in the Western world and all we see is basically like very North American or certain parts of Europe centric. So it's nice to have like just something that's, and it's not like the game is not like, oh, this is like about this part of the world or whatever. It's just they took that part of the world and they made it a game based on that. You're cooking dosas to give power-ups to people so that they can build bridges so you can get to the next area. Like it's just nice to see that kind of like diversity in background, people bringing their background into like games like that. And I feel like Thirsty Suitors was very much about her connecting with her mom that was from India and her dad that was from Sri Lanka, and like these kinds of like culture and that mix of culture, and her being like a first generation born in North America versus them like being immigrants, and that kind of dynamic and whatever. This is more just like very inspired by these culture, but it's just like how they built this this fantastic world. It's just not something, it's not the type of thing we see a lot. A bit like how South of Midnight, we don't see a lot of like that deep Southern culture from that part of the world as represented or as aptly represented or used to as a base for like a fantasy system. Like I eat that shit up. So when I saw Dosa Divas and they got an email saying, you want to try it? I was like, absolutely. No. It's about food. There's cooking. It's about it's super colorful. There's good music. Are you turn-based combat? Like, how is that not installed already? So I'm looking forward to finishing the game once it's out. I think it's out like April 16. So not too long of a wait. But really enjoyed. If you enjoyed Thirsty Suitors, like you should definitely give Wishlist Dosa Diva or check out the trailer. It's very much in that same style, and it just warms my heart. It's just such a chill game to play.
Good stuff. Joelle, you playing the game of Puppy?
I'm playing the game of Puppy, and I feel like I'm still in the tutorial.
All right.
So.
Well, nothing else really video game wise before you picked up the dog? No.
No, we tried, but I just didn't. Just like trying to get like Puppy ready and work stuff, and then we were just gone the whole weekend, and then
True.
So we actually played 2 rounds of Arc Raiders just today. So that started because like she was asleep. So I'm just like, hey, like should we we just got I'm like, she's asleep. Let's go. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a few more of those in like at nighttime and she calms down. But yeah, so nothing new yet.
Let's play a podcast game about video games. Joelle, what do you got for us this week?
All right. So I piggybacked off of the spicy reviews, but I really wanted to kind of highlight the games that have come out so far this year before they may trickle away, because we've had, I think, some pretty good releases so far. So I have 5 reviews.
Okay.
Of a newly released game from 2026. Some of them are funny, some of them are heartfelt, and I think they give a little bit of nod to the game. But you have to guess which game I'm talking about based on the review.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with our first game. I drank 2 cans of homemade moonshine, cooked a pack of instant noodles, using tea mixed with coffee instead of water, somehow found a hallucinogenic frog, licked it, had a bad trip, ran off a cliff, and jumped into the abyss on a rope. If that's not a normal day for a climber, I'll be upset.
Is that Peak?
Close. You're in the right,
niche. I'm in the right niche. It's not Peak.
No.
I'm at a loss.
Another climbing game where...
Read it again, Joelle, please.
So I drank 2 cans of homemade moonshine, cooked a pack of instant noodles using tea mixed with coffee instead of water, somehow found a hallucinogenic frog, licked it, had a bad trip, ran off a cliff, and jumped into the abyss on a rope. If that's not a normal day for a climber, I'll be upset.
Jeez Louise.
Is that what's that game where you're that dude from The Walking Dead and you're just walking with a baby?
Death Stranding?
Is that Death Stranding 2?
But I thought that came out in 2025.
Yeah.
These are all 2026 titles.
These are all 2026 releases.
This is why I'm like, not that many games
that
have come
just
out
came
yet.
out.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so I thought if you want to have a list of the games that already came out, you might be able to.
Okay, hold on, I'm doing that.
So I think that might be helpful. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit.
2026 games.
Yeah, because I wanted to highlight games that just came out.
Okay, hold on. I'm in it now. Where I need to go past it. Okay. Let's see what games came out. Okay, let's walk backwards. It is not Animal Crossing New Horizons update.
It is not.
No.
Yeah, because what came out in January?
It's not Highguard, is it?
Nope.
No, that's just a gun game.
Climber. Well, if that's not a normal day for a climber, they'll be upset.
Jeez, I don't know what climbing game came out. We've only got a few games so far. Like today is the 9th, right?
Mm-hmm. I know. It
None
may
of these.
by
none
the
of-
title, it may not be obvious. That's a climbing game.
Really?
Hmm
Mio's Memories in Orbit.
I believe. Open book test.
It really is, yet I
Ugh.
don't know anything. All right, Kat, I'm running through names. Dune Crawl, Fairy Tale Dungeons, I Am Future, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. It's not that, is it? It's a port.
No.
Pathologic, Code Violet, Big Hops, Quarantine Zone, Last Check. I'm just reading through the stuff that's come out. Castle Boy, Legend of Heroes, Trials Beyond the Horizon.
No. This game came out.
High Guard, Core Keeper, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Dispatch.
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah. Kern. It's pronounced Kern.
It's a simulation
Sure.
adventure game developed and published by the Game Bark, and the game you play is assume control of Ava, a professional mountaineer who seeks to summit the mysterious Mountain Kami. Okay.
I have no idea what this game is.
I know someone, I've definitely read it before because I know someone's had it
Yes.
in the Fantasy Critic.
Apparently, you use whatever you can find for energy. And
Oh.
climb. And you climb.
See, that's why you licked a frog.
That's why you drink 2 cans of homemade moonshine, cooked a pack of instant noodles using tea mixed with coffee.
Fun.
What?
That's okay.
Karen.
Kern.
Kern.
Yeah,
Kern. I don't know how to
Kern,
pronounce
yeah.
it, but now that
Yeah.
I look at the key art, I'm like, of course.
All right. We're moving on. This one's a little heartfelt, but I felt like I had to do it. All right.
Okay.
So the review says, to the devs. Many moons ago, a young autistic girl was bullied away from peers of both her own gender and the opposite because she was too mannish for the girls to effeminate for the boys. Thank you for giving this grown woman fuel to heal her inner child. I actually was bouncing and crying in joy. No longer will I need to dig for Mattel's PC shovel abandonware to feel something like the games I played with in my youth. What is the game?
Holy hell.
What is the game?
I feel like if I'm going just off the list and the names, I'm going to feel like this is Don't Stop Girly Pop.
It is Don't Stop Girly Pop!
Hey!
What is this game?
What
I
is
want to play
Don't
it.
Stop Girly Pop?
It is
Don't
a
stop.
first-person shooter made for the Mattel fandoms and for anyone that wants to heal their inner child if they loved girly shit.
This is the no. This is eyeball vomit. No. This is obnoxious and terrible and hard to look at. I will not play this game. It's got very positive reviews. There's only 301. Holy shit, Kat. This is a UI nightmare. You think you might not be able to see what you were put in that game, Dosa Divas, that you're worried about? No, you're gonna have problems looking at this game.
This game's gonna give me motion sickness. Like it's
Oh,
so
for sure.
bright,
100%.
first person.
Yes.
Holy shit! Like the HUD is you with like a flip phone.
Yup.
And a
You can-
Tamagotchi.
In a Tamagotchi, and you can customize your guns with glitter and like stud it with emeralds. Like it is
So early 2000s coded with the damn
Yes.
swirls. It makes me want to throw up. I have to close it. Hard pass.
it's healing souls across the country.
Yeah, I'm
so-
worried about them.
All right, moving on. Next one. This one's kind of a deep cut. So
Okay.
we'll see how it goes. But
Okay.
all right. This game rules and uses Pizza Hotline for most of the soundtracks, so it saves me the extra step of muting game music and putting on Pizza Hotline while I play the game.
Pizza Hotline.
It
What
has
the fuck
nothing to
is-
do with pizza.
What's a pizza hotline? Is it a type of music?
Maybe it's like
Like-
Muzak when you
Yeah,
call the
like
pizza place or a
Muzak,
delivery
yeah.
place and you're trying to get
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Remember
it
when we had to actually
dispatch?
call people
No.
to order food? We'd actually have to call and
I
put
still
in your
do
order.
that. I know. I just think it's faster.
It is. It is cheaper because you don't pay
Yeah,
like
and it's cheaper. And I pay them directly. So I still do it. I'm back in my I still do that.
like I mean, like it's to the point where my spouse calls like the Haitian spot we like, and they're like, hello, which name is it? And he's like, it's Pascal, and they're like, see you in 20 minutes, and they hang up.
That's like it with my poke place. I call. And
That's good.
And they're like, oh, is this Joelle? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, do you want your usual? And I'm like, yeah.
It's like when I go get my nails done, I call down and ask for an appointment, and they know it's me as soon as I pick up.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's just because they have call ID.
This one I might have to give to you. This one's pretty tough.
Yeah. Well,
Termina, the Lucky Princess, and the Tragic Knights?
No. It's 2 words.
Code Violet.
No.
Arknights, Enfield.
No.
Unlogical.
No.
Fighting Force.
Balloon Kid?
No.
Dark Auction.
Came out January 7th.
That's my birthday.
Think about when, like, it looks like a game that came out about the time where you had to call in a pizza hotline.
Fairy Tale?
Close, no.
Oh, it's the only thing I see listed for the 7th.
Yeah, here.
Dune Crawl?
No.
It's not on our list. You sure
Big
this
Hops?
came out?
Cold Violet? Like
Vital Shell.
It's not even on Wikipedia.
Oh, Bella.
Wikipedia? Oh,
yeah.
Wikipedia.
2026 in video games. It has a list of all the games.
January 7th, 2026. Vital Shell.
Yeah,
Wikipedia
didn't even make it in Wikipedia.
It has to keep up with
Vital
IGN
Shell
and Game Informer.
Is that what it's called? Vital Shell?
Vital Shell. It is a single-player top-down arena shooter that puts you in control of mechs.
You really didn't want us to be able to answer this at all, did you?
I was like,
know what these games are.
That's why I wanted to pick them, because I'm like, these games came out and they look really cool, and I think that'd be fun to talk about them.
Joelle, the last one didn't look cool.
I thought it looked. I liked it. I thought it looked fun. I can't play it, but I was like, I dig this. Like, this is neat. All right.
Oh my god.
It lights up all the things in my brain. All right. So this one's more of like a retro kind of art style. You're top down. You're killing mechs, polygon all the way. So, and you get to upgrade your swords and stuff. So if that's your jam, you do that. I'm just going after the different things here. All right. These two. Okay, the last two are these are known. These are known franchises.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're out of the weeds. All right. This is me no sleep. All of this is massively worsened by the fact that everything in this game is so very slow. Animations take absolutely ages. Your character needs to leisurely walk between 2 NPCs to access important functions, and menu optimization is virtually non-existent.
Oh my god.
Leah, you had the same comment as this review about a game that you just played.
Oh, this is Animal Crossing, isn't it?
Oh, no. It's not the DLC for Pokemon, is it? No, because that came out before.
It was Animal Crossing.
It is Animal Crossing?
You said that. Yeah, you were like, it is so slow. You said that.
Well, and I sped it up really quick by hacking it.
Yes, you did.
Or someone else hacking it. Yeah.
All right, last one and the torture's over. Okay. The game itself is actually pretty decent as a contained story if you don't think about it or can write some things off. But the problem is that it isn't a worthy successor. Yes, there's revenants. Yes, there's blood codes. Yes, there's anime waifus and husbandos. Yes, there are huge honking bazonkas.
Is that Final Fantasy VII Intergrade?
Nope.
Oh. So this
one better be on Wikipedia. If not, then Wikipedia's got to figure it.
Yeah,
shit out.
This is a sequel.
Yes.
basically, from what I gather.
Yes, it's
903?
nope.
There's a game called I Hate This Place.
Yes, there is. That's what Leah thinks right now.
Code Vein 2.
Code Vein 2 is correct.
Yeah. What kind of anime waifus and husbandos?
I've never heard the term husbando before.
I did. It was in the review.
Then again, I've also never ever contemplated what would be the other side of the waifu. I don't know if that's a comment about me or what, but I've never ever thought hard about it.
I thought the waifu was for all. Like,
yeah, waifus for all.
Waifus for all. I don't know.
Mental picture of anime guy done up in a outfit.
With all of his abs.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, ladies. You're
welcome.
Can move on.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about the Nintendo Partner Direct that we had right after this break. All right, we're back. Let's talk about the Nintendo Partner Direct that we had late last week. But before we get into that, ladies, I know we talked a little bit about the Super Bowl, but with the Super Bowl comes trailers and commercials. And did you see the Pokemon 30th anniversary commercial that popped off?
Was so sweet.
Wasn't it?
Sweet.
And
it was so sweet.
I am so not surprised that Lady Gaga's favorite Pokemon is Jigglypuff.
Yeah. It was
Checks out.
It was very cute.
Yeah, I was wondering at first because they announced that something was happening on the 8th, and it didn't even dawn on me that they were going to have a Super Bowl commercial, right?
Yeah.
But something for Pokemon. I was like, wait, they've got to announce this on Pokemon Day. You can't give away all your 30 stuff on Pokemon. That's not on a day. That's not Pokemon Day. And then I realized, it's the lead up. So there's big stuff, I think, coming for Pokemon later in the year. I'm excited. Not as excited for a lot of the titles that were shown off in this Nintendo Direct. I'm not going to lie. I don't really think it's for me.
It was very JRPG heavy.
And also other games that have been on other consoles.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Like we got to see more of Pragmata because like right now the trend is to have a little girl on your back.
I guess. Yeah.
So I did not like the look of that. I thought that looked so weird.
Yes.
And creepy. And very Megan the horror movie like.
Yeah.
I'm
not into sci-fi to begin with, but having the big burly middle-aged man with the android on his back, and the android is kind of like learning about feelings and to be human, and she looks like she's a 6-year-old with like super long blonde hair and super bright blue eyes, and I'm just like,
okay.
No.
I don't know. Like the combat looks a bit weird because like there's hacking mechanics, so you gotta like wait and you gotta do like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you gotta stress solve a puzzle to then be able to shoot the enemy.
Right. Like the puzzles remind me of like Watchdog puzzles where you're hacking in that, but in Watchdogs you're kind of doing that sneaky on the side, so you have a little bit of time to kind of like figure it out. This is like under duress.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, cool, not for me. But the orbitals though, where it's like that looks fun. So it's basically It Takes Two, but you're in an 80s Japanese sci-fi anime. Like it has the look and feel and everything of those old school Japanese anime, like from the 70s and early 80s. Like think that one. Some of those
Dragon Ball Z?
No, even older.
It's like Danganronpa or Ranma 1/2 or something like that.
Or I would say
That's what it
even
reminds me
older, like the one with the pirate. What's that?
Oh, the pirate.
Like
pirate
anime from the 80s. Harlock.
One Piece. Oh, Harlock.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So anyway, like super like stuff like Cobra, like those very old school anime. I'm gonna get it out. What's their name? That freaking French Daft Punk. They had a bunch of
Oh,
like
Interstellar 5555, greatest movie ever made.
it was exactly in that style. So and this is a co-op game where you solve puzzles and whatever. So literally It Takes Two, but like 80s anime. I'm curious about that one.
Yeah.
She says as though she has a Switch to play with her friend. But yeah, other than that, there was like, I don't know, everything else, like Tokyo Scramble or I don't know, I was not
Tokyo
into
Scramble
it.
just feels like there were two kind of horror-y games.
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff that has been out on other things include Fallout 4, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4. Those ones have all been out on other things. I feel like Valheim, I don't know if that was out on something else, but I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, Valheim's been around for a while.
Okay. So
That one's an old game.
Resident Evil, like that's the other spooky one. But it's the one that everybody, Requiem is the one that everybody's getting on the 27th.
That's the new one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just spooky. And then they have this one called Paranorma Site, The Mermaid's Curse, which is also kind of spooktacular.
It looks really cool though. Like that was something that I was like,
different.
Oh, like that one's kind of neat.
That looks like a investigative narrative game.
Yeah.
Something I never thought would happen though would be that we'd get a Turok game again.
Brand new Turok Origins. Is that like an exclusivity to Nintendo?
I don't know.
But I remember playing the first one on Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah. Turok was huge. It's coming fall 2026, Turok Origins. Being developed by Saber. Yeah, it looks like it's only coming to Switch 2. I don't know if it's coming to Switch 1. Then there was also this Kyoto Xanadu game that's like kind of the... At first I was feeling it was kind of going to be like Persona-y, but I think it's not like that kind of turn-based RPG. Oh yeah, it's like a side-scrolling kind of fighting
like Castlevania,
game. Yeah,
maybe,
which is not what I anticipated, but then has this like kind of like Persona has like other things you have to do to build up your party through making relationships and doing other things on the side at the same time. Interesting, but I'm just not into the side-scrolling Castlevania style of games. It's just not my thing. Then they had more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming. There was Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Upgrade Pack, Super Bomberman Collection. They also showed off some Digimon Storytime Stranger, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, and the whole bunch of stuff that I'm trying to think. I think most of this stuff has been out. Maybe not. Is Goat Simulator 3 already been out? I don't know.
I think so.
Scott Pilgrim EX, Reanimal, WWE 2K26 Standard Edition, Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, PGA Tour 2K25, and Shadow Tactics Blade of the Shogun. It was a packed half an hour. But I was not feeling any of it.
It was such a packed half hour, and I actually had to take a break halfway through because I was listening to it at work while I was doing like some mindless like data entry kind of stuff because I thought it would be a good time to like kind of do that. And because the announcement voice was like the same tone and cadence for every game, they started to like, I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. Like I got lost in the fact that like it was the same voice, the same rhythm, and it was so fast. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stop because I can't differentiate in my mind like what is actually happening. I don't know. I wish there would have been a little bit of a, I don't know. They were just like, here's everything. Bleh.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I mean, not every game is going to be for everybody, which
No.
is totally fine. And not every press conference is going to be for everybody. But here's the thing. I just feel like lately I've been presented with something that just like blows my mind
Mm-hmm.
at a press conference. I'd say the last time something like blew my mind like that is Pokepia. Just because it's like, what? You're
Mm-hmm.
going to take Pokemon and mash it up with Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and whatever? That's kick ass. But like, it's just like something that I'm like, damn, I want to play that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like, with like life, with like, since I've moved and like started that, and then like now we have a dog, I just feel like maybe it's just like getting older, but like games have to really like grab me now to be like, okay, I'm going to take time to like sit down and play them. I don't know, but it's just like it is. I mean, I'm glad for all the ports. Like this is great. Like if you only have this console,
Yeah.
this is awesome that you're going to be able to have all this access like to
Yeah.
these catalogs, because that's like how it should be. So
Mhm.
finally, I just wish maybe the direct like wasn't so like list reading of like, here you go. Like I think some of them probably could have been packaged maybe
Yeah.
a little bit better instead of just like this.
It's almost like I'm not using these directs to discover games anymore because I'm discovering them other ways.
How are
I-
you discovering them?
A lot of times it's like what people share on social. And I'm really sad about Twitter because I used to discover a lot there, and that became like a cesspool. TikTok's doing a little better. Steam and seeing what else is related. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of like what the Wholesome Games shares, because I sign up for
Yeah.
their newsletter and stuff, and I just maybe it's just the type of games, maybe my just gaming habits and patterns and what I want to play has just changed.
Mhm.
Probably too as well. Because I used to play, like, if it was a big, like, single-player narrative game, I used to be, like, all over it. Now I'm more like, does it have swords and magic, though? Like, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
curating more, like, my gaming experiences.
Yeah, usually it's
because-
YouTubers. It's like YouTubers and what
Yeah.
I have
Mhm.
certain ones that I go to, and if they go and try something, I'm willing to give it more of a shot and see what the game is about rather than a 30-second sizzle reel in a trailer in a big conference,
Yeah.
that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I've been finding it interesting lately that we sit down and watch these directs, and I find more and more doesn't speak to me. And that's
Mhm.
definitely a me problem.
Well, it's because, like, they're commercials, right? They're
Yeah.
marketing. Like, they're not curated in the sense that's like, like a finely curated list according to like the tastes of somebody who plays a lot of games or plays a lot of games. It's marketing. It's 100% pure marketing. And then which game gets the more airtime and whatever is based on trends, money,
Mhm.
how Nintendo know they're going to sell a lot, or it's like, if
Mhm.
it's to like pierce certain markets. That's what they are. Like, all of these are marketing, and they're all like negotiated
Yeah.
Mhm.
compared to like something like the Wholesome Direct, which is still like marketing, but they're not like they're not their curation is not money. Their curation is their highly specific niche, right?
Yeah. And it's based on a certain person or a certain type of game and certain like
Yeah.
vibe. And these maybe so that I just don't I don't vibe with the vibe. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not really
Mhm.
into spooky games. Like I appreciate them, but I'm like I'm not gonna go play a spooky game.
Yeah. I think it's like there is a wider conversation to be had about like algorithm and discoveries, and
Mhm.
I like why I love TikTok so much, but it's slowly enshittificating like all the other sites. was the raw algorithm of it, and how its algorithm was very, very fine-tuned, and you could really like train it to get what you want. And through TikTok, I've discovered more games, more new music, more artists, but it's slowly becoming like, oh no, we're just, now that we have this deal with like the labels, we're going to push you like fucking Taylor Swift. I'm like, I don't need to learn about Taylor Swift. I know about Taylor Swift. Everybody knows about Taylor. She does not need the help. Like, I want to learn about like the up and coming people. I want to learn, you know, it's even like, I don't know how it is on Spotify, but for us, like on YouTube Music, I find like the discovery algorithm is hit or miss as well. I sometimes have to remind it to give me new music, because sometimes it just feeds me the same music I hear all the time. So that's why I'm like, it's such a hit or miss for me, all of these. So I know like PlayStation announced a direct this week.
Yeah, it's like an hour long or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people are like, whoa. And I'm like you, Leah. I'm like, you know, I'm like, guess I'll watch on 2X the next day.
Yeah, well, I don't have a choice because I work stuff, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, there's just a lot that, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Am I having an existential crisis because I'm aging out? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of normal, because I think also some of the games, like the fads kind of come and go too. And like, it's a big like JRPG year, and like last year, and like it's been kind of on a horror trend for a little bit. Like there's kind of things that move in and out as well. And like we had the big, like some of the big like farming sim kind of like had their day, and then they kind of came down. So I think some of it too just maybe like cyclical. And the game space though, like, is for sure changing. If like, I mean, we know this, but like it's definitely moving towards these.
Is it that these trailers for these games are just not showing off the game well enough though?
No, I think it's because Nintendo is deeply ingrained in Asian gaming trends. Like, a lot of this felt very Japanese. Like the smaller games that they were showing.
Yeah, true.
Or some of the classic they're bringing back. And, you know, even like Resident Evil is Japanese, by the way. Or is it Resident Evil? I get them mixed up with the other one. Yeah, Resident Evil. It's still a Japanese like developer and studio that makes it. So I think like when it comes to the Western contribution, it was all like the ports, right? It was Fallout, it was Oblivion, it was Indiana Jones, it was Valheim.
Literally, you're right. Because like, look at it. Let's look at.
It's all
the
Square
Orbitals
Enix.
Is more Asian. Yeah, the sci-fi Pragmata. I feel like that. What studio made that? Resident Evil, Fallout 4, which you've seen before. Indiana Jones, seen before. Oblivion, seen before. Paranormal site feels and very anime styling. The Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters looks like a soccer game, but anime styles. Tokyo Scramble, anime flavors. Valheim, not sure.
Support.
Yeah. Then I'm not going to go over the ones that they showed off. Quite that part of like both. It looks like Hollow Knight, Super Bomberman, Final Fantasy, Turok. I guess that's not. The Kyoto Xanadu. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Kat. You're right. Based on this, it has a very Asian style game kind of grouping.
Exactly. And like, I don't know how it's going to be for the PlayStation one, because Sony is also a Japanese company, but I feel like Sony is more like firmly has like one foot in the Asian market and the other foot in the Western market. As in, I think Nintendo is just like unapologetically Japanese. I think when it comes to consoles, they're like, we're the Japanese console that cater to the Japanese people. Everything else is either on mobile. So I think that's why, like, when we see these partner directs, like if you think about the partner directs or like the main line, like the main game directs, whether it be like, you know, like Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Kirby, Mario, whatever. We're still seeing the same amount of Japanese game. It's just these are like very like generically Japanese versus the other ones that are like very known Nintendo franchise. But they're not less Japanese or less. I guess it's because they're less anime-ish, or we've kind of like dissociated them mentally from Japanese culture, but they're just as Japanese. So, you know, like when you look at these games, it's basically, like the fucking soccer game. I'm sorry. Like I saw that. I was like, I can't play this. It's too many fucking VFX because it's like superhero soccer. What if it's so anime? And I'm not saying this as it's bad to be anime. It's like lean into it. Clearly there's an audience. It's just for me, I'm like, I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm like, this is going to give me motion sickness. There are too many effects.
Yeah. And I mean, like,
noises.
obviously there's lots of people that want to play these games, because if not, they wouldn't keep making them. I just feel like I've moved. There's nothing, no game here was shown off in a way that made me interested to want to play. And I don't know if that's because of the way they're being shown or the type of games that I like to play, or whatever. But like, I was just like, yep, okay.
Or the limited time you have to play games. You'd rather focus on the games you know you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, well, definitely make those choices now. But yeah, I don't know. Here's hoping the Pokemon Direct is better.
Yeah. I think if you're a JRPG fan, or if you've been waiting for these big titles to come to the Switch because you can only afford one console and you'll get like a Switch because of your gaming preferences or because you have children in the house and you want to be able to play the Marios and whatnot, I think like having stuff like Bethesda port some of those big games to the Switch too, I think is big. It opens wider and does, because it's expensive to get all the consoles.
Well, also too, these are all portable, right? Because it's on a Switch. Exactly. Which some of them might not have been portable before unless you had a
Steam Deck.
A Steam Deck or something.
Steam Deck,
or ROG Ally or something like that, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's weird now. I don't know. Just getting old.
It was just not your cup of tea.
It's not your Direct, man.
I don't know, but I just feel like more of these are coming. No, I'm not gonna lie. The one that we just had, the Xbox one, I enjoyed that. You know, even though I'm not into Forza Horizon, I know Mike would be, so I was looking at it with that kind of lens. And then the Fable and the Killing, like the Killing was just foolish, you know? Like,
in a good way.
In the best kind of way. Like, just foolish. I can't wait to play that. The more I think about it, the more I think it's wacky. I really want to know how they're going to make a mechanic so that you get a sense of making pottery, which is a very tactile thing in a video game. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, they can all be winners, you know? They don't all have to speak to me. I know that. No. I understand that. It just feels weird. The more conferences that I sit down where I can't pick out a game that I'm interested in, the more I feel like, well, am I mainstream at all anymore? I don't know.
Well, I think that also some of these games are really like becoming more mainstream because they're trying to diversify and go to so many different audiences. So it also makes sense to have like, okay, we're going to do this push for these partner releases and focus on these things. So Nintendo can say like, oh, we did give you like a highlight. It's part of marketing and saying like, if you haven't gotten a Switch yet, like maybe you'll get it now. Because all these things are coming. And yeah, like it's I think it's just one of those things where it wasn't, if Directs had an algorithm, this probably wouldn't be on ours. And so this one just isn't for...
It isn't for us. Yeah.
It's for others, but maybe it's just not for us.
Yeah. I'm sure there's lots of folks in the Discord too that'll say like, oh, I love this, want to play this, whatever, which is fantastic. That's fantastic.
If anything, it helps for the fantasy critic.
Oh, yeah. It does it ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
I'm sitting pretty right now because I don't want to, like, especially on the community one, I'm like, yes, fill up your slots. And I'll get the summer announcements.
That's right.
Exactly. Those of you who are on the fantasy
critic,
$1
$1
bid.
bid
Now. We don't want to give away our secrets. We're only midway through February, folks, and I see that long list of people bidding on games.
Ugh.
I know. All right. Well, that pretty much closes up the show for this week. If you would like to learn more about the Nintendo Direct and everything that was announced, Catherine always put together the show notes on girlsongames.ca, and you can check that out along with if you feel like listening to any back episodes of this podcast and learning more about those. If you have the power to rate and review this podcast where you are consuming it, that would be much appreciated. Why? It helps with discovery, pushes us up in the ranking, and every comment you leave helps us build our show. Thank you, Kat, and thank you, Joelle, for being on the podcast with me here this week. As always, I'd like you to shout out your social media handles so people can follow you anywhere and anywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you?
I am CSDSBINS, CSDBA on Blue Sky. Instagram is where you'll mostly find me active nowadays, but I'm always shit posting on the Girls on Games Discord.
Joelle, what about you?
People can find me on Instagram at JoelleLauren87 and on Blue Sky at JoelleLauren, where I'll be trying to post as many puppy pictures as I possibly can.
Yes!
But I'm also going to be posting them on the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hi.
Yes, we have a dedicated channel for pets. It's
So
awesome.
cute. It's so cute.
I'm Leah, Jew on most social media platforms, but of course, you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on X and Facebook, just Girls on Games on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok, discord.me/Girls on Games and continue this conversation and more. But if you ever need to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Joelle. It's been another lovely week in video games, and I'm off to do a lot of work stuff, and I'll play games on the weekend. It's just the way it's going to be this week. Until next time, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.